guys, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my pregnancy update weeks 5 through 8. So we are expecting our third baby coming up this fall, and I've been recording all the kind of milestone moments and elements of this pregnancy to share with you guys. I'm posting them after the actual date, but filming them in real time. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Marian. I make videos about being a mom and being a Jewish mom, and I'll be sharing all my pregnancy related content right here, so don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and give this one a big thumbs up if you like it. So right now I'm at week 10 actually. I literally could not film this. By the way, my 2-year-old is just chatting back there. I could not film this week 5 through 8 video. Like, even still, I'm not like, I don't know, makeup on or anything like that, but this is the first time I felt I could sit down and just talk to the camera. Also, by the way, I have been playing with this. Do your kids have this? It's this like fidget toy on Amazon. Yeah. I'm obsessed with it. Obviously, I bought it for the kids, but I have just been nonstop. Anyways, okay, back to the video. So weeks 5 through 8 were some of the hardest weeks of my life. I'm not gonna lie. I was crying a lot. I was just miserable. I have had horrible nausea that just never went away. I tried everything, and nothing really helped. The only thing that literally gave me moments of relief, like tiny moments, was when I was physically eating. So even though I wasn't hungry and had no appetite, when I was actually chewing and swallowing food, for those seconds I wasn't nauseous. So I ate a ton just because it was the only thing that provided some relief, because the physical act of eating meant I wasn't nauseous. So I tried to eat things like popcorn and things that weren't like super calorie dense and also weren't gonna make me more nauseous, but it's really hard. The one thing I know for sure is that being hungry makes me more nauseous, so I try to avoid hunger like at all costs, but it's really hard because when you're not feeling well, especially when you're feeling nauseous, the last thing you want to do is eat, but the less you eat, the more nauseous you feel. It's a horrible cycle. But the way I survived is I got these little candies. I'll put them up on screen. They have a combination of B6, ginger, and mint, I think are the main ingredients. They're kind of like medicine. You can only take a few a day, but those were the only things that like really got me through it. Like I said, I cried. I cried to my husband a lot. It felt like I lost myself. Like, to be so unable to do anything, unable to smile, to enjoy anything is just really hard. I'm a naturally like very happy person, go with the flow. I have a positive attitude about things. But when I feel that terrible, I just feel like my life's kind of been taken away. I know that sounds dramatic, and obviously I kept telling myself like this is for a good reason, like thank God I'm not actually sick in that sense. Like, so many people suffer for weeks, months on end with actual sickness. You know, this is just like a temporary thing that so much good can come from. But when you're in it, in that daily like misery, it doesn't matter how many like logical things you can tell yourself. It's just really hard. I wasn't able to do any cooking for my family, cleaning, nothing like that. The whole house was just on total like shutdown. I mean, my husband's working full time, but he did whatever he could to help. He made my son's lunches for preschool. Like, I couldn't even do that. I couldn't smell his like pretzels that he takes, like so many little things like that. So my husband just did everything, and then we ordered in food like all the time. We still are ordering in a lot of food because I just can't cook. It sounds terrible, but one nice thing, let's see, some nice things that happened where I had my first ultrasound and got to see the little baby and hear the heartbeat, and everything's going really well there, so I'm super excited about that. I also did our NIPT, which is, I think that's what it's called, the oh goodness NIPT. It's basically the blood test that you take at 10 weeks so that you can, check if baby's doing okay, as well as find out the sex. So that's pretty exciting. So we'll have those results back soon. And I think I'm really excited to find out the sex of the baby, even though I'm totally like don't care either way. I'm just so excited because I feel like once you know, you can kind of start planning, especially because I already have 2 boys. So like if it's another boy, then I can like, start thinking about the nursery and what items we're gonna save and which items to donate, just kind of like go through that process. And if it's a girl, then like we'll probably, start donating my littlest old clothes that wouldn't be, that wouldn't work. Obviously a ton will, but so it's just nice to kind of be able to get moving on those kind of things. And I still haven't decided exactly when I'm gonna share the news with the world. Obviously you guys are seeing these videos, so I've done it by now, but I'm not sure exactly if we're gonna wait for 12 weeks or 16 or 20, or I just don't know. It's really hard. I'm the type of person who shares everything I'm feeling and doing and experiencing with my online community on Instagram and here on YouTube. And it's not that I don't want to share, it's just that, this is what I explained to my husband, it's not a secret. Like, friends know, family know. I'm not ready to celebrate just yet because, we've had a experience where things went wrong, late in the game. So it's not that I'm trying to hide anything or wouldn't tell anyone, what happened either way. It's just that I'm not ready to have that like excitement just yet. I want to kind of get past some of those first milestones. And then when I do share, I want it to be just full of happiness and excitement. And of course there's always unknowns, but I just want to be in that kind of mindset and not still be nervous, because then it's hard when everyone's like congratulating you and you're like, oh yeah, thank you, but I'm still a little bit nervous. I don't know if that makes sense. If you've experienced similar things, you probably understand that mindset. So I just want to wait until I feel ready to celebrate, basically. And I know celebrate's probably the wrong word because there's no perfect word for it, but when I feel ready, I'll share. And yeah, so obviously I did because you're watching this. Anyways, back to week 5 through 8. So yeah, just a lot of nausea, total exhaustion. Every day I took a nap. When my 2-year-old was napping, my 4-year-old would be on his iPad like right next to me and I'd nap. My 4-year-old is like a very, very well-behaved child in that way. Like he'll just sit right there. So that was good. And it's a light sleep, obviously. So like, if he needs anything, I'm there. But I like sort of do a half sleep with him while he watches the iPad. And then I've been going to sleep at like 9 o'clock. And the way the nausea kind of progressed is that there were days where I started having good mornings. So I would have a few hours in the morning where I felt like a human again. Like I felt okay. I still had nausea, but I could, clean the kitchen a little bit or, take a shower. Doing things like taking a shower, oh my goodness, like just so hard. Anyways, then I started having moments in the afternoon where I started feeling good. So the nausea would always be there. There would always be harder moments and easier moments, but there was started to see a pattern that like mornings were okay. Then afternoon started being okay. And that's kind of where I'm at now is after meals are still kind of hard and there's moments of the day that I still get really nauseous. But thankfully the like total extreme nausea is hopefully gone forever, which is so nice. I feel like I have my life back. I'm so thankful. Like everything is a blessing. Like being able to put laundry in the machine, I'm just like, thank you God. Like those little moments, like not that I ever took them for granted, but I am just so thankful to be able to do them again. And oh, it's just amazing. Also, what's so hard with the nausea is it's such a mental game because you don't know how long it's gonna last. So if someone was like, okay, you're gonna feel really nauseous, but in 3 days, you're gonna be okay. You're like, okay, let me survive these 3 days. But with pregnancy nausea, you have no idea how long it's gonna last. So it's a really, really mental struggle of a game. In terms of like throwing up, I actually threw up twice, I think. But I could have thrown up many more times. I just didn't let myself because would really make me feel worse. I'd kind of be out for the rest of the day, and then the next day I'd be like so depleted if I threw up. So I really just did whatever possible to not. I mean, sometimes you can't control it, and I know everyone's experience is different, but that's just how mine kind of went, is I did everything in my power not to, because I knew that even though there might be like a moment of relief, I would feel worse for doing it. Some people feel better, but that's just my experience. So those are the terrible weeks that I'm so thankful are over and we've survived them. For anyone who hasn't experienced this and thinks I'm being like totally over dramatic, I just promise you I'm not. That's the way I can phrase it. Like, I hope you never ever have to experience it. And like I said, even though it's for such a good reason and such a happy life event, it's still so hard in the moment when you're going through it. But I'm so thankful, so thankful to be feeling a bit better, to be able to get back to life a little bit more and film and do all the YouTube things. If you look back at my channel around like Passover and after Passover, you'll probably see my videos started to really drop in terms of number, maybe quality too, hopefully not, but I could not upload twice a week. There was weeks I didn't upload at all. I uploaded once a week, and that was me doing everything in my power to get a video up. So if you look back at those weeks, that's what was going on. And yeah, that's my weeks 5 through 8 update. I hope you guys found this helpful. For anyone out there who's in the weeks right now and struggling, I send you all the love and best wishes in the world. Just do what worked for me. Try this out, which is every night to say, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better. And just to have that mindset. Don't let yourself fall into that this will never end, and I know what that's like, and believe me, I've been there and I've cried and everything like that. But what helped the most was just to say to myself, I've been through a hard day, tomorrow will be better, and to just really try to believe that, and soon the days will start to get better. Please God. So that's me signing off, weeks 5 through 8. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see tons more pregnancy content and motherhood and Jewish motherhood. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.